Hey everyone, myself Nishya Agarwal. Welcome to my YouTube channel Data Engineer Insights with Nishya. As we covered in the previous video, which is linked in the bio, you can see that Data Engineer Insights, how to crack Data Engineer role for a fresher from basic to and advanced for those people who are fresher or who want to crack any role in the data engineer role from the non-tech background or from the background which is not related to the data engineer. So I have covered the first part in this before this video. So in this video we are going to cover the next portion for the data engineer roadmap from the database start concept, because in the previous video we have covered the concept like SQL, Python, computer based fundamental, DSA, big data ecosystem and Spark, okay, and Hadoop concept. Okay, so in the previous video, which is attached in the link, you can see the first video before watching this video, and you can follow the remaining roadmap from this here. Okay, now coming to the part for learning the data engineer roadmap for fresher who want to do transition in data engineer from basic to advanced. Next concept after Spark is database concept. Okay, so if you can see that in the database concept we have to focus on the two types of database. One is relation database and one is NoSQL database. So in the relation database we have multiple types of database. We can choose any one database like MySQL, Oracle and PostgreSQL, and we have to focus on the concept like database normalization, 1NF form, 2NF form, 3NF form, BCNF and 4NF form. Okay, now then we have to focus on asset properties. On the asset properties we have what is asset property, use case of concurrency, serialization. You can focus on that part, and you can focus on database keys like primary key, super key, composite key, and the different types of keys are available in the RDBMS on database concept. So this is a concept you can prepare for a fresher role in data engineer. Okay, now coming to the part data warehouse concept. Okay, so in the data warehouse concept you can focus on the first database and data warehouse difference, which is very important question for the interview perspective. Next we can focus on three types of schema like Snowflake schema, star schema and Galaxy fast constellation schema. Okay, now in the dimensional modeling you should know the difference between dimension table and fact table. But in the dimension table and fact table we have multiple types of fact table and dimension table also. Okay, so you can go through that concept. Okay, next is SCD, slowly changing dimension. You should know the concept of slowly changing dimension. So in the database we have multiple SCD types like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6 type. You can focus on that part. Database tier 3 architecture, data warehouse, data mart difference. Okay, you should know. Then there is very important question, difference between normalization and denormalization in the concept related to the data warehouse, which is OLAP server. Okay, and difference between OLTP and OLAP server. OLTP stands for relation database and OLAP stands for data warehouse. Okay, so and some question on the data warehouse interview question. So this is a roadmap for cracking the data warehouse and database in the data engineer for a fresher. Now coming to the after data warehouse we can focus we have to focus on data modeling. Okay, in the data modeling we should know, because you can say that if you want to solve the data modeling question, okay, and for the interview you there is a concept called database concept and data warehouse concept. So you can say that solving the data modeling question in the interview you should know the first database concept and data warehouse concept that I showed you before this data warehouse data modeling concept, and also ETL concept. You can focus on that part, and you can take some practice how to design the data model for the table, how to design the table schema designing for the table. Let's take an example. I told you one question is asked to me in Amazon that I mentioned in the video as well, Amazon interview experience for data engineer. The question is design the movie ticket system database design. Okay, so what I have to design, what are the different tables are being used, and what is the schema for the table, and how to normalize and denormalize the table in terms related to the Snowflake schema. So this type of question asked me, and I have to use some kind of whiteboard to design the schema design and data model for the table in the interview. So this type of question you can practice before going for the interview. Next is ETL concept. You should know the concept meaning of ETL, extract, transformation and load. Okay, like take an example. You can take let's suppose I want to ingest the data from the database, which can be relation database, and after the data is coming from the relation database I have to do the transformation like cleaning the data, applying some types of transformation on top of the data, and finally loading the data into the Snowflake and some kind of data warehouse. It can be Redshift in terms of AWS, it can be some kind of database data warehouse, or it can be like some kind of BigQuery in GCP. You should know the concept of Airflow. Airflow is like a job scheduler, so you can focus on some interview question on Airflow. What is Airflow? Airflow architecture, how to create DAG to schedule any ETL pipeline using the Airflow job scheduler. It's like a scheduling tool only. Okay. Now, which is a very important part, many people ask me on the internet using LinkedIn, on YouTube as well, that Nishya, how to learn cloud service, okay, like AWS, GCP, or Azure, and which is a cloud they have to learn. Okay, so I will advise you ki you can take any cloud, all the three clouds. Cloud technology learning does not matter. The matter is that which cloud you are taking. Only the basic concept of cloud, like cloud service, okay, cloud storage service, like different types of instance machine, how to create data warehouse in the cloud. That's only matter. Okay, if I'm asking about cloud, but mostly market are using AWS or GCP, so you can focus on this cloud, but ultimately you can focus only one cloud, basic concept of the cloud. Streaming, basic streaming, you can focus on like concept of Kafka architecture, how the Kafka connect work to read the data from the database into the Kafka topic, what is a schema registry in the Kafka, what is a Kafka architecture, broker machine, okay, what is the partitioning in the Kafka, and what is streaming, basic concept of difference between Spark streaming and structured streaming you can focus on, but is only required if the you don't know the basic, that is only required. Now coming to the point, like as I told you, Kafka, you can focus on Kafka architecture, Kafka connector, okay, basic concept of Spark, okay, and Spark and Kafka, okay, Spark streaming Kafka, but you don't need to go deep dive in streaming because you are a fresher. They will not expect you in the deep dive knowledge, but at least for a safe side you can focus on the architecture level knowledge, like how the Kafka architecture look like, Kafka broker machine, partitioning, how the partitioning work, what is the producer and consumer. This type of concept you should know before going for an interview. Now you know that you are a fresher or you are a new to the data engineer role, or you are from someone person who are moving the data engineer role from the non-tech background or some background like in software engineer or from data analyst. Then you worked on definitely on agile concept and like agile basic, but agile is only for a person who worked in the previous company, not for a college graduate. Okay, if you are a college graduate, agile is not necessary. So I mentioned here is that agile, if you are working professional, only agile concept is needed, otherwise HDLC lifecycle is only required for learning the data engineer. Now DevOps part, okay, DevOps, okay, so if I'm talking about DevOps, you everyone in the team, everyone in the company, everyone in the college fresher, you worked on GitHub command. Definitely GitHub is the every person repository management, every person are using the GitHub or some GitLab tool, yeah, repository management tool. Okay, so you should know the basic GitHub command, you can focus on that part, and also you have know the basic concept CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment, how the CI/CD work, you can focus on that part. And the top notch tool in the market in the CI/CD tool is the Jenkins. Okay, if you are a software engineer or want to move in the data engineer role, or if you are a some knowledge in the CI/CD for like you worked in a cell project, you definitely use CI/CD for the deployment perspective. So you should know the basic concept of CI/CD, and you can take one example of Jenkins for that. API is a REST API. Okay, if you are a Python developer, if you are a Java developer, if you are any developer in the coding part, REST APIs are everywhere. Okay, so if to make the REST call APIs from the client side to the server side. Okay, so you can focus on multiple method of REST API: get, post, put, patch method. How to run the REST API using Postman. Postman is a UI for testing the APIs. Curl command you can for the API part. Also you can develop the API using the Python request package. Okay, now for the system design, for a fresher they will not ask you much on the system design because you are going for a data engineer role. Okay, if you are a software developer, they will definitely ask for system design for a fresher, but for a experienced person they can ask on the system design. But if you are the college graduate, I think you have worked on in the college, learned the HLD, high low level design. Okay, so you know the networking concept of the like networking, how the CDN works, database concept, monolithic architecture, microservice architecture. So you can go through the theory and some conceptual concept on the system design, and you know the OOPS. OOPS is very important. Okay, OOPS and like abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, use, and their interface in Java. So this type of concept you can go through that, and difference between NoSQL DB and SQL DB. So this type of question you can expect in the interview, but they will not ask you to design the complete system for using the some ETL, some database architecture. They will not ask you for in the fresher level in data engineer. Definitely system design required for experienced person, but not for a fresher. Okay, big data emerging tools, like I told you, Airflow, Snowflake, these are the extra tools you can focus on. Databricks is the every top notch companies are using Databricks, so you can learn Databricks. Linux command you worked on in college. Programming language, apart from Python, you can focus on Java if you are a backend developer already. But if you are not a backend developer, you can skip Python, Java. Okay, you can focus on Python only. And ultimately, you have to build your resume according to that stack skills, so that you will get shortlisted in top product-based company. So if you can see this is the roadmap for the data engineer role that I show you in the first video. Before this video, I launched one video till I covered the concept of Spark, Hadoop, SQL, Python, what topic we have to cover. And in this video, I told you from the database concept to the resume building. So I will suggest you please go through the roadmap and watch this video till the end, so that you will get the complete clarity how to crack the data engineer role and in the top product-based company, fintech company, and if you are planning for a FANG level companies for becoming a data engineer role. Okay, and you can focus on that part also. So please connect with me for any doubts and concern. Happy to connect with you all. Okay, and please watch complete video for learning the data engineer roadmap for fresher and who want to do the transition for a data engineer role in a MNC and FANG companies. So thank you. Happy learning. Goodbye.